Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is the energy update for all signs for Wednesday, the 7th of July, 2021. I hope you're doing well. I've got a live show live here on YouTube 3 times a week called Psychic Cafe. Would love to see you in there. And if you're interested in a private reading with me, they're available from my website, BeHealing.com. You can find a link for that in the description box for this video. What energies do we all have going on today? Let's see. What energies for the collective today? What have we got going on? The richness within, tapping into your resources within. Now, abundance is inside of us. Never used to understand that, but I do understand it now. It's the resources we've got inside of ourselves, meaning our time, our energy, so we can trade our hours, those resources that we have, for money. But there's more inside of us than that. We've got ideas, we've got talents, we've got skills, we've got, we've got a lot more abundance inside of us. Now, when you learn how to let that richness out, how to share it with many people to benefit many people, that's when that abundance comes back to you. It's as simple as that. There's no shortcuts to it. You can't just do it energetically. You have to actually share your stuff with the world. Anything apart from that is a con, and it's not going to last. You get called out for it. So we're tapping into that richness within, and it's playful energy. You're going to love it. Like, I love doing these videos. I love this. I do. I really love it. So thank you so much for supporting me and allowing me to do this. It's what I love. And I've been doing it for 21 years as well, and I love it. So yes, thank you. You make this possible, watching my videos. And also, you've got something as well that's going to be fun for you too, and a fun way for you to do it. Because if it's fun and if you really enjoy it and if you're tapping into that richness within, you're going to be motivated to get out of bed in the morning, like I do. I get up at about 5:30, 6 a.m. and do my show 7 a.m. in the morning, and I spend at least 3 days making videos all day, and yeah, private readings and all kinds of things. I work a lot to do this, and I love it, and I'm motivated to do it because of that, because I do love it. So find that thing within yourself as well, the richness within. Find a way to share it, and then you've got your key to abundance. The Hierophant, spiritual lessons. We had 2 Hierophants out yesterday. Spiritual lessons. 6 of Swords, getting yourself out of choppy waters and into the calmer waters. Now, we do that within ourselves first, getting our minds and our emotions out of the choppy waters so we're consistent. And then we manifest that outside of ourselves. So tapping into that richness within. We can't do it when we're all chaotic and we've got bills to pay and we're stressed out. You can't tap into that richness within because you're in a stressed state and you can't think of any good things. You can't see the bigger picture. It's just impossible to do anything good from that kind of state. So I need to tap into that stillness within first. That's why meditation is so good when you're in that kind of a state. 4 of Cups, you could be waiting, bored, waiting. When's my abundance coming? When is this happening? When is the universe going to take me out of the choppy waters? The universe is saying, when are you going to get yourself out of the choppy waters? When are you going to do this? It doesn't happen the other way around. We don't just have some stroke of luck from the chaos and then from those choppy waters, and then the calm waters come. If you're flailing around in those choppy waters, you're doing that to yourself. And I'm not saying it's easy to get out of that. It's not easy to calm yourself down when you're in a lot of chaos and conflict and lack and, bills needing paying and they're not paid. And it's very difficult. I've been there. It's very difficult to get yourself into a stable place. I found meditation. If you're in that kind of an energy, meditate, get out into nature, really calm yourself down, because your well-being is more important than those bills or that chaos and that conflict. Do whatever it takes to get yourself in a state of calm, and then from that place, once you've calmed yourself down, a lot of deep breathing and all of that, and realizing, hang on, I'm more important than all of this drama, seeming drama that's around me. I'm more important. My well-being, my heart, how I feel is more important than that. So then you calm yourself down. Then from that place, then you can think, what is it that I really want now? You can get focused on the bigger picture. Well, I need to get myself out of this, making those better decisions for yourself to get yourself out of that. And then from that calm place, you can be open to fresh ideas from that richness within. And then you might think of a a gift that you've got or something that you'd really like to do from that place. But it won't come from that chaos, that's for sure. It never did for me. As much as we try to, and that's when we try our hardest to find those ideas, is when we're in that chaos and conflict and lack and struggle and stress and worry. But it's impossible. You're just going to find more stress and worry, more things that don't work, more hard work from that place. So the Hierophant, spiritual lessons. Queen of Materials, about you taking charge of your success, your impending success. So there are spiritual lessons here about abundance. It's time for you to take charge of your impending success, meaning everything that I just said. Take charge of yourself, get yourself into that calm place and say, okay, well, I need to come up with a plan of action here of what it is that I really want, and then head toward that and take action toward that instead of constantly putting out fires. I need to build myself a new house instead that's not going to set on fire. Like I said, it's not easy to do when you're in that place, but you need to do it. It's the only way out of that, because it's not going to be gifted to you. It never is. You're going to get the same energy as your being. It's the law of attraction. Retreat and letting go. So yeah, you do need to pull away from what you have been doing. Retreat your energy from that. No longer feed that anymore. What's that thing? Which one's going to win out? Which one's going to win out? Fear or something else? And it's like whichever one you feed. Whichever one you feed is going to win, because that's the energy you're putting into it. It's where you're putting your energy. It's where you're putting your richness within. You're putting it toward chaos and struggle and worry and the little things like the bills being paid, or you're putting it into your well-being, how you feel, your bigger dreams. Bigger dreams. So you need to let go of that struggle first. As I said, I know it's not easy to do. It's not easy to do, but it's the only way out. So you might as well try doing it now, and then keep on persisting and keep on trying to do it until it works, because it does work in the end. Six of Swords, getting yourself out of choppy waters. Seven of Materials, the seeds that you've planted. So you've already planted some seeds, but then you've kind of got lost in the choppy waters. You know, it's like starting a business. We start a business because we've got these great ideas, we've got these big dreams, we want to achieve something big in it. And so that's great energy. And then you get into business, and what happens? You know, you've got a problem customer, and then the system doesn't work, and then you get bogged down in these details, and then you end like, got to pay that next bill. You forget about the big dream. You start great intentions, but then get caught up in that. And we all do that in our personal lives too. Have these great intentions for this great life. When we're kids and teenagers, we think, oh, how amazing it's going to be when we're an adult. And then we become an adult, and then we get knocked down by these little things, and then we focus on those little things. Just focus on that next bill that needs paying. What a waste of a life. What a waste of a life to do that. So you've already planted the seeds, and you can head toward that when you get yourself out of the choppy water, meaning when you calm yourself down first. So imagine it being like choppy water, being caught in a riptide. If you're flailing around fighting it, going, oh, I'm going to drown, you probably will, because you need to relax first and float, and then think about it. Oh, I need to swim sideways to the beach instead of trying to swim against this riptide. We've got to get ourselves to a calm place first before we can make a good decision to tap into that richness within. And that was the key to it for me, was realizing my well-being is way more important than any bill being paid or any of that. I am way more important than money, way more important than money. And that was just life-changing for me when I realized that. And it's like, well, I'm going to take care of myself now and how I feel. And from that place of stability, of course, stability within myself, just letting everything else go. Like, that doesn't really matter. I mean, what's the worst could happen? Or I get kicked out of where I'm living, and like, yes, that would be terrible, but it doesn't even happen when you get yourself to that place of stability, because then you'll have some bright idea from the richness within. Abundance. Then you'll get abundance. You'll have an idea for abundance then. You've already planted the seeds for that, so you've already asked for it. I just feel like a lot of you, and I think all of us probably, have got just distracted from those first ideas that we had, the dream and the vision that we had for our lives. Like I say, we become an adult, and then we're like, oh, but then there's bills. And you can just let that get you down and then live that for the rest of your life. And as I said, what a waste of a life that is. Don't let it get you down. Don't let the little things get you down. because it's not important. And this is the weird thing about abundance, is those that are truly abundant, people that aren't abundant and lack, are pointing the finger at the people that are truly abundant, saying they're just thinking about money all the time. The exact opposite is true. It's the people in lack that are thinking about money all the time. People in abundance, they don't have to think about it because it just happens. People that are thinking about it all the time are the ones that are in lack, and they will remain in that lack while they keep on thinking about it all the time until they prioritize themselves and their bigger goals, how they feel. Four of Cups, bit of an abundance lesson. If you want more abundance lessons, I've got YouTube changed, you might have noticed. Recently, they said that they're not going to allow us to have unlisted videos anymore, which is videos that used to be on a channel where no one else could see them unless I'd given them a direct link to it or unless I'd put it on my website. So it was a way to house YouTube videos that maybe we just wanted to put on our website because maybe we wanted it to be paid. And that's what they were. They were paid programs. In the past, I used to have them in a membership system, or people would purchase it like $200 or whatever, and then they'd have this class. One of them is called The Healing Path to Abundance. It's free on my YouTube channel now. So click on the playlist if you're interested in this stuff. Click on that playlist and you'll find one that says something like The Healing Path to Abundance. There'll be two classes in there because I recorded the first version of it, Healing Path to Abundance, second version of it, Healing Path to Wealth. Go through those, they're free now. Do the homework in them. It'll change your life. Change mine. The Four of Cups. So you're a bit bored waiting for something to happen, but the universe is a bit bored with you, waiting for you to happen. The Fool. Step out in a new journey, do things differently, have a new idea, different idea, new idea, changing idea, and do things differently. Self-love is the way to go. Self-love practically meaning you start putting your well-being first above money, above other things. Taking care of yourself and how you feel first. Calm, serene, emotionally, with a clear mind. When you get into that place, then you can tap into the richness within. That's when you're going to realize it's just going to come back to you from that place, and your higher self will feed you ideas as well for your abundance. And your ego is going to be going, struggle, 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 struggle. No, you can't let go of that. You need to struggle. You need to focus on the money, because that's the problem, not you. The problem's money. The problem's money. But you need to break free of that, because the problem isn't money. Money isn't a problem. It's a thing. That's like saying this card is a problem. It's not that you're not making good decisions for yourself. It's not you that's the problem. No, it's this card that's the problem. It says discernment on it. Of course it's not. This is just a thing. I could throw it away. It's a thing. Same as money. It's just a thing. It's not money that's the problem. It's the decisions that you're making about it and the way that you're dealing with it that's the problem. Struggle. Your ego will be telling you you cannot let go of this. But you can. You really can. You can break free of that. Lessons in abundance, hey? What's going on in our love lives today? What's that? Oh, I'm going to take all three because the finances and career card has come out here. And so, yes, it affects relationships. Oh, yes, it does. Now, this has been coming out. This message has been coming out. I think I've said it like 3 times lately in the last week's energy updates. Each day, it's affecting your love life. Now, haven't we all heard those stats? The majority of divorces happen because of money. No, it doesn't. Every single 100% of divorces happen because of fear, because of unresolved wounds. Yes, a lot of them are about money, but it doesn't mean it's about money. That's like saying this card is the problem. This card is the problem. Why most people get divorced. That's ridiculous. It's not this card, and it's not money either. It's when we haven't resolved these traumas inside of ourselves and got into abundance, we're in a stress state, and then we blame the other person for it that we're in a relationship with because they're not making enough money or they haven't paid that bill. It's the stress. It's the unresolved trauma that breaks us up. So yes, it's having an effect on your love life. Pay attention to the red flags. Red flags. Red flags in you. What is it that you do? This is your red flags. This isn't about anyone else. This is about you. Your red flags. What is it that you keep on doing? And children is out too. So children are affecting your love life. So you might say, but I've got children, so I can't let go of that stress. Well, there's all more reason to let go of that stress and get into abundance. Don't believe the ego that says you can't let go of this thing. Don't stop worrying about money. It's the only way to get out of it. You've got to stop worrying about money. And it's not easy. I know that it's not. Took me ages, Prosperity lies ahead. How about that? Prosperity lies ahead, though, if you do this. If you don't, you're just going to stay in that struggle, and so many people do that, and it's such a shame. But you can't do it for them. You've got to do it yourself. You've got to get yourself out of that choppy waters first, within yourself, emotionally and in your mind first. No one can do it for you. I can help you along the way. I can teach you what I know. I can do it in these videos, which is my preferred way of teaching what I've been through myself. Because it's fun, because I get to use cards and I like them. But I can't do it for you. And if you're waiting for a handout, if you're waiting to win the lotto, if you're waiting for that money to come from outside of you that's going to do it for you, it's not going to happen. That's the Four of Cups, waiting for the universe to do it for you. It can't. It can't. It can only give you back what you're doing yourself, what the vibration that you're putting out yourself. So vision, no matter what, you see the bigger picture of a just loving universe. Vision, your biggest dreams. Focus on your biggest dreams. Get back on track with that again, but calm yourself down first. Because if you focus on your biggest dreams when you're in lack and you're like, you can't pay the next bill, you're going to stress yourself out so bad. Calm yourself down first and then focus on that bigger vision that you've got, and then let those ideas come to you. Abundance, of course, abundance is going to come out. Prosperity lies ahead in abundance. Yes. Claim it. Keep a positive mindset, it says. Manifest exactly what you want. Gratitude and bliss. Oh, we've got a camera here as well. I didn't notice that. Reminiscing keepsake. Perception. Learn from the past. Learn from the past. You will have had abundant evidence that the stuff that you've been doing isn't working. That the lack. That stress and lack and focusing on these bills, it doesn't work. It never gets you into abundance. You'll have had no end of evidence. You'll have had no end of evidence for that, because, and in everyone else too, because that's what happens. It's like 2 and 2 will always equals 4. So believe the evidence. Broken open. Sometimes we have to hit rock bottom, right, and have no money left and have a lot of debts before we'll actually put our well-being first, because we can't go any lower, and then we got to give it up, and then we can stop stressing about it because it can't get any worse. Sometimes that's the only way we can stop stressing about it, is when we've lost everything, and that's a shame, isn't it? But some people are going to get broken open by this, so you could be really going through it and wishing for the universe to get you out of that, and you can't. You've got to get yourself out. You are your own savior. You're the knight in shining armor. What energies do we tap into in ourselves today? What energies do we need to tap into in ourselves today? Compassion. Yes, because it sucks. Oh, yeah, I'd missed this bit. Thank you for reminding me that. Have compassion for yourself, because it is the worst experience. Lack and stress and financial stress is the worst experience. Oh my, it's worse than heartbreak. It's terrible. It's so stressful. Have compassion for yourself. Wow, yeah, it is. It's the worst. And that's when you've got compassion for yourself, going, this is really hard to deal with. When you've got that compassion for yourself, that's when you can put yourself first and your well-being first and go, nothing is this important that I should beat myself up and stress myself out about this, and money's not that important. My heart is way more important than this. You wouldn't like have a newborn baby and go, where's your money? Where's your money to pay for that birth that you just had in the hospital? You'd never say that. You know that the baby's way more important than money. So why are you saying that to yourself? Have compassion for yourself. As you pray each day for greater compassion, a new self is born. Oh, how interesting that I just said born. Join new people and experiences. Yes. Dear Lord, help me feel ever deepening self-acceptance. May I see myself as you see me. The universe isn't paying attention to money at all. Of course, it's going to give us a match to what we're putting out there, the energy we're putting out there, but whether it does that because we're in a tribe and other people do stuff for us because we're providing a lot of value to that tribe, or if we do it with money, same. It's the same thing. It's not money that's the problem at all. Money is a great way, in fact, of us reaching more people. So tap into that compassion so that you can put yourself first, so that you can relax and love yourself instead of stressing yourself out. What else do we need to know about today? Yeah, so I encourage you to find that. Look at my playlist, find the Healing Path to Abundance. There's 2 classes in there. The new classes, I think it's called the Healing Path to Wealth. Flowers, happiness, yay. Great worry over nothing. And when you get out of it, you're like, what was I doing to myself all those years? Yeah. Great worry over nothing, and it doesn't feel, it feels like everything at the time. Of course, because money touches every part of our lives. It's stressful, super stressful being in that. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy's eye. It's terrible. Got a rainbow on the floor over there. Hang on. Look at this. And take a deep breath. The most difficult part of a situation is over. Just feel that. Let it in. And don't go back to that difficult situation again. Don't go back to that mindset. Get yourself out of that flack. Dogs, getting together with friends. Relaxing. So I've got a red and a green crystal in this bag. I'm going to get one out. Think of a yes or no answer question. If I pull out the green one, it means yes, go for it. If I pull out the red one, it means no, don't do it. So think about that question while I get some more cards out. Also think about this. I'm about to get a couple of cards out now for guidance, how best to deal with these energies today. Now tap into your own guidance on this. What card do you think is going to come out? Put it in the comments below. Or what guidance do you think is the best guidance for you? How best to deal with these energies today? Because your guidance is going to be right for you. Let's get this interactive now. Put it in the comments. Because I always play this little game in myself. Each time I do these recordings, I imagine as I'm shuffling, I imagine which ones are going to come out. How best to deal with these energies today? We've got death. Let it be over now, that old way of doing things. You could draw a line in the sand and say, I'm not doing it to myself anymore. I'm not going to worry about money anymore. I'm way more important than that. And every time I catch myself worrying about money again, I'm just going to no. I'm going to see myself as that newborn baby and say, no, do not do this to yourself. Have compassion for yourself, Claire. Don't beat yourself up over money. It's just not worth it. 3 of Wands. Moving down a new path now. Setting off on that bigger vision, your bigger goals, what it is that you want in your life. Give us more. How best to deal with these energies today? Is that what you expected to come out? Not really for me. I don't know what I was expecting to come out. I was too busy talking. Ace of Rings, recognition and successes. Yeah, head towards success. Head towards success. Recognition, success. You can. Everyone can have that success. But we stress ourselves out so much that we can't even think straight to get there. But these energies are asking us to do that, to tap into that richness within, to get ourselves in the state that we can tap into that richness within. So think of your yes or no answer question now. The answer, pause this video if you're not ready. Your answer is yes, it's a green light. Yes, go for it. There you go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video and click that subscription button along with that notification bell to hear more from me. Have the best day ever, and I'll see you tomorrow.